Holy sun farts, man. Anybody else feel that? Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Phantasy Star Online Blue Burst. We're gonna jump back into the Affinia server to continue our grind to level 200. The reason I brought up sun farts is because that's the nickname somebody gave an event that happened recently, apparently. They said it was a sun shart, you know, a wet fart, essentially. Like it shits itself in a, you know, like... So yeah, the sun did that. The sun did that, apparently. There was like some kind of solar flare-like event. I don't know the details. I haven't really had time to look it up. But somebody on Discord, that I'm in mentioned that something like that happened. And that it's causing some geo-electromagnetic activity. You know, basically like when a solar storm of some kind, like a magnetic storm from the sun hits the Earth and causes the Aurora Borealis effect. You see, the northern lights, as they call them, in the North Pole. But it's a little stronger than usual, enough to be able to disrupt electronics a little bit, at least in the northern hemisphere. They said it was, you know, significant, but not strong enough to affect electronics below, like, New York, basically. So, like, the southern tip of the southern border of Canada, around there. But yeah, so somebody brought it up and they said, you know, maybe some people might be experiencing electronics issues. And then everybody just started cracking jokes about the sun farting, basically. Or shitting itself, or sharting, as we just heard a lot of with my soundboard effect. It also coincides with a lot of people saying that the latest OBS update is fucking everybody over. Now, I use Streamlabs OBS. So far, I haven't gotten any issues, but the update for that, for the one I use, has been kind of sitting there. Like, for the past 2 or 3 days, I haven't updated it. I keep skipping because I'm always running late to the stream, starting really late, like right now. Now, yes, we're starting at the scheduled time, but I've been saying I want to roll my schedule back to earlier in the day, and I just haven't been able to. So I still call it late, even though I'm actually on my scheduled time for right now. It's not the scheduled time I want it to be, let's just say that. Anyway, so I kept skipping it because every time I was about to start streaming, I would start up OBS and it's like, hey, there's an update. I'm like, dude, I don't have time. Shut up. I did that for 3 or 4 days straight. And today I finally had a little bit of time to fuck around with OBS a little bit before the stream, so I updated it. So if we experience any issues, it could be that. But yeah, so I brought that up just because that lined up with the little like solar storm or whatever the fuck is happening that people brought up. Now people are making jokes and saying that it's related. They're like, oh, the OBS issues are because the sun shat itself in our direction. You know, it sharted on us or whatever. Which they're obviously just joking. They don't actually, like, nobody actually fucking believes that for real. But yes, I'm also stalling for time because I had to do some last minute tech issue on my phone. Oh, we're done. All right. No more stalling. Let's go. Let's get on with it. For once, I use my rambling as a way to... Hold on, before we start, I'm really curious. What was the dialogue for Tyrell's ego? I kind of want to know why it's called that. I had to skip it because I was playing with other people. It was yesterday, right? But what is the story behind that? Let's see what he says. Maybe one day we'll actually do the whole thing on like a lower difficulty so we can actually complete it in time. Challenge Tyrell's latest simulation. Deflate that big head of his. Author Tofu Man? Okay, so I don't think this was from Sega officially. I've designed a new simulation. Have you got what it takes to clear it? Let me see. What does he say? Tyrell says, hello, Vaughn. So you're ready to prove your skills as a great hunter? Well then, let's get started, shall we? I seem to have made many fans with my previous simulation Towards the Future. Okay, this is definitely fan-made. Because of the demand, I went ahead and created a much more challenging simulation. So it's based on TTF, it's just more trash mobs to kill. I don't think there's anyone capable of clearing it completely. Oh, and it has a time limit, right? Anyhow, you'll have 90 minutes in which to complete the simulation. In this time, I will expect you to defeat as many enemies as you can. You'll need to work as a team if you expect to get anywhere near 100%. Should you accomplish this... Never mind, I don't think it's possible. Good luck! There's the ego. Hello, Vaughn, you've defeated 0 enemies so far. Okay, thanks, Irene. Simulation is still in progress, there's no time to waste. Okay. I wanted to read that yesterday, but I didn't get a chance. Alright, now we can get going. My curiosity is satisfied. I wonder if Toward the Future is fan-made or it was an official Sega thing. I assume it was actually an official Sega thing because some of the players on Infinia that I've seen, well, like the content creators and stuff, they mentioned using it to level up back when the official servers were still up, so not fan-made, I don't think. Unless I'm misremembering that comment that I saw in passing somewhere. Pretty sure it was on a YouTube video. Anyway. Put the music back on, man. There we go. Make sure it's not blasting too loud. Alright. Dude, I forgot how to change that. Oh, it's R2. Okay. I legitimately forgot how you switch categories in the quick menu. So I just remembered something about yesterday's conversations where we talked about the similarities and differences between, you know, different games that we play and like what qualifies them for what genre. Like the difference between an action RPG and, well, whatever else I was thinking, that like something like Diablo was or something like that. So I mentioned that in this game I pretty much just use the action palette on the bottom right. I pretty much just hit attack, attack, heavy attack, not much else. Just these 3 buttons down here. Right here. Right? I mean, most of that is because when you played on GameCube, this didn't exist. The rest of the action palette, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, that didn't exist. That wasn't even an option. Or maybe it was if you had a keyboard connected to the GameCube, but I never did that, so I don't know. Maybe it was a thing. But basically, since I only ever played this on controller, and it was fine for the most part, like I never felt like I needed more buttons, that's what led me to sort of make that distinction that I was making when I said, when I was wondering if, like, what made this really that different from something like World of Warcraft or FF14. That whole conversation that happened yesterday, I can't remember all the details or how it went, like, precisely, but you know what I mean. And so that's what made me sort of think that it was different, that this game was a bit more different in terms of combat than something like Diablo. Because I assumed that Diablo was a little bit like World of Warcraft, where you had to use like a lot of hotbar space. Like you had to use 1 or 2 hotbars to do everything. You know, kind of like in FF14, where you have to have like at least 2 hotbars with all your skills and rotate them in sequence, yada yada. So because I perceived this game to be a little bit simpler than that, I didn't put them in the same category in my mind. And that's why when we started talking about, you know, action RPGs and what distinguishes what makes an action RPG and all that. That's what got me all kind of tripped up there. But basically, in the end, it doesn't really matter how the game is played, as long as it's like, if it's real-time action combat, it's an action RPG, period. That's pretty much it. You know, whether the combat is simple or not, basically. Or whether you have to hit like 20 buttons or just 2 or 3. The thing that actually made this game similar to Diablo is the fact that it's you know, chasing loot. Or as Grand Theft Auto 4's parody of it would put it, loot and wink. I think they were making fun of World of Warcraft, but in that radio show that talked about like a game like that, it was called, their parody was called Loot and Wink. Loot, N, as in the letter N, wank. You loot and you jerk off. Because, you know, most MMOs you're able to make like a provocative looking female character, aka a waifu, you know? So they're obviously making fun of the degeneracy that comes with that. You know.
He's pulling his cock out!
Anyway, speaking of degeneracy though, Ultima there, I found out her appearance on yesterday's stream and now today's stream right there is actually very timely, because Final Fantasy Tactics: The Evil East Chronicles, basically another remaster of the old Final Fantasy Tactics, just came out. It just came out yesterday. I had no idea. While we were doing that collab stream with Pizza Maid, and I brought up the Ultima image. Spoiler alert. That is, I gave you a warning. That is the final boss. That's Ultima. And yes, she does look like that. For her first form, anyway. Second form, not so much. But yeah, I think this is the second remaster. Like, this is the second big-time remaster of that FF Tactics. I kind of just forgot about the Game Boy Advance ones, which I'm fine with. I never really cared about those. But the very first Tactics that came out on PS1, the first time it got remastered, I believe it was turned into War of the Lions, I believe, which had a different style of dialogue. But yeah, they just re-released it again. I don't know which style of dialogue it's gonna have this time. If it's gonna be the same as War of the Lions or not, I have no idea. But yeah, they just re-released it and it's called The Evil East Chronicles or something. So that just came out. I actually got an email about it too, I think yesterday. But I didn't see it until after stream. Or maybe I got it this morning. It was saying, hey, it's out now. And I was like, oh shit, there it is. Alright, so I paused the music because I remembered I said I was gonna do this and I never... Because I've been so busy off stream, I never got around to it, but I'm gonna force myself to do it now. I'll go for a few minutes longer just because I'm interrupting the grind a little bit. Let's see, Sonic 2. .1 million views, that seems like a safe bet. Deoxys Prime, that channel puts up a lot of music. The OG Eggman theme from Sonic Adventure 2. We were just hearing the Shadow the Hedgehog version, which is a little bit more abridged. This is the shit. There we go. I totally forgot to play this one during the Affinia finale. The Affinia anniversary event finale. Completely forgot about this one. It's one of my favorites too, and I slept on it that day. I only played Tails's and Knuckles and Amy's, I think it was? Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, those are the... I'm gonna raise it up a little more, but... I was like, those are the missing ones that, you know, are not on Spotify or whatever. No, this one was missing too. I'll put it on loop a little bit too, just because I'm yapping over it. Your DJ Starcrest on the turntables right now, bro.
Son of a bitch.
Damn, I don't remember this guitar solo part here. Holy shit. So Sonic and Shadow's theme from this game is on Spotify, so we've listened to those. I had to find on YouTube Tails, Knuckles, Amy's. Rouge's I was never really a fan of, so I didn't care. But that's pretty much the only one we haven't listened to now. Probably the only time he's had a theme song that makes him sound like a badass. Despite the absurdity of his name, you know? I don't know where the name Eggman came from though. Like, I know it started in Sonic Adventure, but like, it just seemed like it came out of nowhere because before that we always just called him Robotnik, you know? The instruction manual always called him that in like the old school Sonic games. I don't know where the Eggman nickname came from, honestly. It fits because of his shape, but... And even in the old games, right, his devices were named after eggs, like the Death Egg, his parody of the Death Star from Star Wars. So, I don't know. Paul Shortino, everybody. He wrote the lyrics and did the vocals. The guy singing. Oh, he's got him in. There's Comet Phantom here. I'm gonna read this. Give me the lyric while it plays.
I'm plotting my schemes wherever I go. They're perfect in every way. I love to destroy the blue and
The blue one, you know.
always gets in my way.
Oh my god. Nice. Alright, before the chorus hits again, for those who maybe, even though it was quiet for all of that, if you can't understand the lyrics because of the music and everything else, because misheard lyrics are a thing. He says, I'm plotting my schemes wherever I go, they're perfect in every way. I'd love to destroy the blue one you know, or the blue one you know. He's an obstacle that always gets in my way. I must play this game by my rules. I will conquer the world with my tools. All my machines are made for destruction. I will build my empire. I will succeed, and you will see. With my machines, there is no retreat. And that was the whole bridge we just heard, and now it's about to go into the chorus again. The next segment coming up after the next chorus says, I am the enemy, I will succeed. My mission, yeah, I must complete. My name is Eggman. Don't forget my name. If you ask me again, I'll tell you the same. And it goes into the last chorus after that. The first part, I think, is the very first set of lyrics, like when the song first starts, before even the first chorus. That one, I was always able to hear that pretty clearly, even as a kid. It just says the story begins with who's gonna win, knowing the danger that lies within, aboard the Ark. You know, it's a plot point in the game. A genius at heart, wanting to unlock the mysteries of life. Yeah, somebody pinned that, or somebody commented that on the video 7 years ago, and it was pinned by the uploader. Which the video itself was uploaded 12 years ago. So somebody commented, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5 years later after this video was uploaded, somebody commented with all the lyrics, and then the person that uploaded the video 5 years before that actually came back to pin that shit. That's really cool. He took the time to come back to this old video he had uploaded from 5 years prior, and now it's been 7 years since then. Just to pin that. That's really awesome. Pretty cool. I got I'll let it play one more time clean, but I'll turn off the loop now. One last time, and then we'll go back to the Spotify playlist.
The story begins. Who's gonna win? Knowing the danger lies within. A boy, the arc, the genius at heart, wanting to unlock the mysteries of life. I am the eggman. That's what I am. I am the eggman. I got the master plan. I am the eggman. That's what I am. I am the eggman with the master plan. I'm plotting my schemes wherever I go. They're perfect in every way. I love to destroy the blue and the no. Even obstacles will always dance in my way. I must play this game by my rules. I will conquer the world with my tools. All my machines are made for destruction. I will build my empire. I will succeed, and you will see. With my machine, there is no retreat. I am the Eggman. That's what I am. I am the Eggman. Got the master plan. I am the Eggman. That's what I am. I am the Eggman. I got the master plan.
I'm gonna check something. Not in game. Even that's a head shake. That's a head shake, right? That's SMH. It kind of goes with the music. Like, that's another way of shaking your head to music, you know, like bopping a little bit. You're like, that's how I picture that a little bit. I was just checking my subscription status because it's like Discord seems to think I'm not subscribed anymore. That's weird. Must be because I changed the type of sub I had. I went from a Prime sub to a regular one for Pizza Mate's channel, so I think it's having a brain fart. Well, the usual fix to that is just connecting and disconnecting and reconnecting. You know, the Twitch connection to your Discord profile. So I'll try that later. Anyway, back to the Spotify playlist. Now we get to hear, well, the Shadow the Hedgehog version of the Eggman theme, which is pretty much the same. It's just a little bit shorter, like abridged and without lyrics, I believe. It's called EGGMAN, Eggman. Doc. And then it says dash Robeatniks Mix. There it is. It's got some vocalization from the old track. I just realized I gotta go to the bank from yesterday's stream. I have a lot of junk just sitting in the trunk, you know? You know, Ultima knows all about junk in the trunk. There she is.
He's pulling his cock out!
Look at this dude.
I know, right?
Oh shit. Here we go again.
I think they should probably take care of everything there. Who's gonna win? This is trash, I can just throw that out. Hold on a second. Shit. I think I could have fed the Mac because I might. Oh, damn it. PSO2. My muscle memory. Or my keybinds for that game came into. I think I should have fed the Mac this there. Oh no. Oh, okay, so I didn't die. I thought there was a point where I did die yesterday, but I guess that was not me. Yeah, when the fucking death lilies were spitting Megid at everyone. Megid. I guess I managed to dodge that shit. My mag synchro is fine. Hi, Lantis. Lantis is there. You are. Yes, I'm here. Hi. How you doing, Lantis? Miss Greyfield, Lady of the Greyfield. This is my favorite track from Shadow the Hedgehog. I've listened to this on repeat while high off of special candy. Like the same kind of special candy that Lantis was talking about the other night. I put this on repeat one time years ago while I was under, you know, the Green Goddess's influence. And I just listened to this and I was just like, that piano just has this like gentle sadness to it that speaks to my heart and soul. Because it's supposed to, you know? It's supposed to be a, you know, very somber melody for story reasons. You know, if you know why, where it plays, you know why. I'm doing a PNG. How goes the grind? The grind's going good. What kind of PNG are you doing, if you don't mind me asking? You drawing something? Making an illustration? But yes, the Green Goddess, it amplifies everything, including emotions. So sometimes I would actually zone out to like emotional music like this. And just, I would love the feeling it gave me. Even if it was sadness, it was nice, you know? Alright, that is too damn short. That deserves at least one replay. Too good of a song for it to just be 2 minutes. And that was yapping over it too. I'm gonna turn it up. Oh, so you're doing like a little bit of Photoshop editing, kind of. A screenshot of Lantis. Sir Lantis of the Greyfield. Yeah, it was kind of funny how yesterday I ended up getting the nickname of Star Crisp. Because my voice is very crisp through my mic. I just randomly remembered that right now, I don't know why. Hey, but my mic cut out yesterday, so maybe that was because of the sun shart also, you know? The sun took a massive dump on my electronics. I will say, I did have a completely random blue screen of death yesterday morning. Like, during a moment that really shouldn't have caused one. I literally just went to check one of my fucking bank accounts online, and the moment I logged in, just bam, the computer just crashed. I was like, damn, okay. That bank account's, or that bank's website is a little too powerful for my PC, apparently. I didn't even get to read the error message on the blue screen of death. It was just like there for like a split second, then just restarted. I was like, alright. I'm gonna blame all tech issues for this whole week on sun sharts. The sun taking a massive dump on us. Oh shit, not again. Fuck you.
A test of your reflexes.
A dragon's claw. Look, Lantis shows up and we get dragon's claws. Our favorite item. This angry ass. No! Fuck dragon's claws. The hell? How'd that get on there? There's like a tiny ass hair on my monitor. Close to where Leon's leg or Vaughn's leg was just now. It must have just happened, like right now. I wasn't there just a minute ago. I got it though. Look, it's like the size of an eyelash. How the hell did an eyelash get all the way over there? I'm way over here. Whew. Oh shit! Lionheart on a red ring from Dark Falls. Congratulations, Lionheart! Squall's ultimate limit break from Final Fantasy VIII. I will say, now that that came up, I've actually been sitting on this for a while, but the one thing that I know I'm gonna like about Dawn Trail when I finally get to playing it in FF14, I know people are talking shit about the story. I'm avoiding spoilers, so I don't know anything, and you know. But, you know, I still hear people complaining about it. Dawn Trail being the latest expansion. The one thing I'm gonna like about it is the fact that they added Lionheart as a weapon skill, or whatever the hell they call it, a job action. I don't know, I can't remember what FF14 calls it, it's like attack skills or whatever. But yeah, they added Lionheart as part of Gunbreaker's new skill set for Dawn Trail. It's I believe level 100 attack that Gunbreaker gets. I was like, yes! Because ever since I started playing FF14, way back in Shadowbringers, like 5 years ago, I lamented the fact that tanks don't get to do an attack limit break. Their limit break is just shielding everybody from a lot of damage, basically, the whole party. Because I was like, that means Gunbreaker's never going to be able to do Lionheart. You know, Squall's iconic fucking... It's basically Squall's version of Omni Slash, which Cloud did in FF7. Let's face it, it's the same thing, right? But it's more stylized, obviously. Like, I like it better. But that's just, you know, I'm a Squall simp, so of course. But anyway, so I just kind of thought, damn, Gunbreaker's never gonna have that. But no, it's like they heard my prayers. Holy shit, it's a Hildytor. Where's Peaches? Get him on the line. That better not. No, I don't have the right section idea. It's not gonna be the. It's not gonna be the weapon he, you know. If I can get to it. I don't think Section Skylight can get a Heaven's Punisher. I don't think that's even possible, so... Probably something else. I think I could have seen what he dropped. I forgot what it was. I think we got it last time. No, I don't think we got that before. A red saber. What is this? Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we got this last time. Yeah, I forgot for a second. I was like, oh, wait a minute. I can't get a Heaven's Punisher no matter how many times I kill one of those. So Peaches never has to worry about, you know, me finding a weapon he's been looking for years. That's never gonna happen. At least not from that enemy. Oh no. The Chosen One. That's the name of the song. It's one of a few credits themes that they made since there's different endings to the game. Before the actual, like, canon true ending. Yeah, sorry. I was trying to remember what the fuck I was saying before that. I'm just glad Lionheart got added to Gunbreaker's job actions set for Dawn Trail. That's something, and the animation is true to Squall's version of it. Like, if you do the full combo, you know, you push the buttons all in a row like you're supposed to. It's the actual full-on Lionheart animation from FF8. I was like, hell yeah, dude. I pogged off when I saw that shit in the trailer before Dawn Trail launched.
Son of a bitch.
Now they better not remove it though, because they've been known to, you know, when they change up fucking job classes between expansions, they've been known to remove skills. They better never remove that one. I swear to God. If they remove Lionheart, I'm rioting on behalf of all Gunbreakers. Now that they added it, it needs to stay. I still have yet to use it myself because my Gunbreaker is still level 90. I'm not planning to get to 100 until I actually play through Dawn Trail, which is going to be on stream. So I had planned to play through FF14, like, a plan that I had in my head, which is always subject to change, it's always tentative, was to play the Sonic Marathon that I mentioned after this. And then I was gonna play through my favorite, like... Well, I was gonna play through another franchise first, leading into, kind of indirectly, a marathon of, like, my favorite Square Enix games, I guess? Or my favorite, like, RPGs that I grew up with. And then from there going into FF14. And I'm still gonna do that, but I'm pushing it back a little bit so that it lines up with FanFest next year, which starts in the first one of 3 is in April, and here in California actually. It's gonna be in Anaheim. The first FanFest, you know, to preview the next expansion for FF14. It's gonna be literally right in the convention center, the Anaheim Convention Center, right next to Disneyland or whatever. And it's gonna be in late April, April 26th, I believe. So I think I'm gonna line it up. I'm gonna try to reschedule the games I had planned to play so that I can start doing my next FF14 playthrough around the time that happens, basically. Before, during, and after the 3 FanFests take place for FF14, basically. Because that's when the game's the most hype. So it makes sense to play it then, right? Because they start previewing and show the first trailers of the next expansion, so everybody's all hyped. So that's what I'm gonna start. I'm gonna try to play FF14 around there. But originally I had scheduled myself to play it a little bit before that. I was planning to do it right after the Sonic Marathon I mentioned. But now I'm gonna put something else there instead and push it back just a bit. So for anyone who was wondering, like, what's coming up next on my stream after PSO2 and New Genesis, well, We got some other games lined up now. One franchise I need to revisit. Since I haven't since I started my... Yeah, since I started actually like streaming regularly, I guess. I want to replay the Resident Evil franchise. I've only done that once on stream. I want to do that. Especially because Resident Evil 9, also known as Resident Evil Requiem, is coming out in February. So I want to do a Resident Evil marathon for that. What else? That's the main thing. Yeah, Resident Evil Marathon. I've already played through the Grand Theft Auto series once, but I might. That's a short franchise, since it just, you know, after Grand Theft Auto 5, it was just 10 years of nothing, but DLCs for it. So that's a pretty easy marathon to do right before GTA 6 comes out in late May. For fuck's sake, I literally did trying to dodge him. I literally went into the worst position possible. God damn it. I'm spamming X, I can't do anything. There. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the Grand Theft Auto series is pretty quick though. That one's I don't know if I want to replay the PSP ones that were ported over to PS2. Those ones are fucking hard. They're unnecessarily hard. The ones made by Rockstar Leeds, I don't know what the hell those guys were thinking, but the difficulty spike is enormous for those games compared to... The Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas are fine. With cheat codes, of course. Without them, they're obviously harder. But like, the two PSP ones, holy shit. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, with or without cheat codes, are a fucking nightmare at some points. They have some missions that are just so jank and horrible. Both have at least one mission that's absolutely horrendous, but even outside of that, there's still other parts that can be frustrating. If I do replay them, it'll be the last time. Any future Grand Theft Auto marathons will just be like, I'll just watch them, but I'm not replaying them. Those two games in particular, they're just too damn hard. They're too damn annoying, is what it is. The stories are fine. It's just the actual missions. They just thought of like, how can we piss off the player the most? Maybe I'll try to, if I have time, maybe I'll include... Oh, but I would need an emulator, I don't know. And then I have to narrate everything because there's no voice acting for it. Never mind. I thought about some of the, like... I know we watched Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. And I sort of voiced over the characters a bit. But that was easy because the stories were not in depth yet for the first two games. But I was considering the Game Boy Advance one. I actually played through that on Game Boy Advance emulator on my PC a long time ago. It was actually fun. I actually liked the story. I was like, this isn't bad. But again, I would have to narrate everything because, you know, there's obviously no voice acting. And same goes for the other portable game that I really liked that had a similar style, but much more modern though, which was Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars, which first came out on the Nintendo DS. I fucking love that game. Again, just like with the Game Boy Advance one, the story was alright, nothing like to write home about obviously, but it was actually pretty cool. And the final missions actually felt like doing like an epic final boss battle, like in an RPG or something. They kind of went over the top with it. I think it was pretty cool. It was almost like fighting this fucking dragon. The final missions in that game, it was pretty epic. But again, I would have to voice act everything or you know, narrate it out loud, whatever. And that would be kind of, you know, annoying. Mostly because it tires out my voice. And then especially if I'm trying to talk to people in the audience or give my commentary, it's just a lot, you know? So yeah, as much as I want to, I don't think I'll ever include, maybe we'll watch it on YouTube and maybe I will do it. It depends on my mood. So I can only say maybe for Grand Theft Auto Advance and Chinatown Wars. Those are a maybe. Anyway, yeah, that's the foreseeable future for this channel. The main franchise marathons I plan on playing are going to be some Square Enix favorites leading into FF14, a first-time playthrough of FF16. I plan on doing that around the same time. Probably replay FF7 Remake and Rebirth. Resident Evil franchise, do another playthrough of that before, ideally before Requiem at the end of February. GTA series marathon, and it's pretty much. I mean, well, I don't know why I'm trying to hide this. Part of the Square Enix, or not Square Enix, but like part of the RPG marathon leading into FF14 will include the Kingdom Hearts series. I played the hell out of that, and I was a hardcore fan of it for a long time. I owe it to my past self to at least stream it once. You know? I seriously replayed it a bunch of times. Like, every time they re-released the games, I would, I would buy them and play them again. I really liked it. It's just the gameplay loop and the story combined were just perfect for me at the time. I really liked it. It built my hype up for Kingdom Hearts 3 a lot. Too much. But I only say too much because of the fact that it disappointed me a little bit. It mildly disappointed me. Hold on, we gotta hear that again. I yapped over this one. I like what they did at the end of this one. Hold on. Oh, not again. I mistimed it perfectly to the point where I completely missed and it made him aim at the wings and hit nothing, basically. The worst possible outcome. Anyway. Let me go to the end of this real quick. I wanted to comment on this. I love what they did here. So this is the cutscene where Shadow... Spoiler alert, I mean... You've been warned. This is near the end, during the true ending path, basically, of the story. When you've done all the other regular endings and you're gonna finish the actual canon story. This is the part where Shadow transforms into, you know, Super Shadow. Like he did at the end of Sonic Adventure 2 to help out Sonic, right? But this time he's on his own. And he takes out the final boss on his own as Super Shadow or whatever. But this is the scene where he decides to transform, to use the Chaos Emeralds, right? And they did something really cool, because they used the Shadow the Hedgehog theme music, and then it leads into the Sonic Adventure 2 theme music, doing a callback to when he, you know, when he first became a hero. It's really fucking awesome how the composer did this. This was Yutaka Minobe with Jun Seno, if I'm saying it right. Jun Seno was like the main composer for all the music since like Sonic Adventure 1 or 2, I think. Like all these tracks are Jun Seno, basically. Until Shadow the Hedgehog. This is where... Yeah, Yutaka Minobe came in and did some of the songs. Jun Seno was part of Crush 40, so... He did all the theme songs with the dude who's actually like the lead of Crush 40. But yeah, so they play the Shadow the Hedgehog theme, and it goes into the Sonic Adventure 2 theme. Listen. See? That shit's fucking poggers, dude.
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
This is the same track, it's just starting from the beginning. It's a 2-minute track. Most of it is this, though. I'm replaying it from the top just because. It's fucking awesome how they decided to do that. The first time I heard that, when I got to the end of Shadow the Hedgehog, and that scene happened, and that part that I just talked about that just played is right when he transforms, and I was like, that is fucking amazing. Like, I got goosebumps. I got it just now thinking about how I felt when I first saw that. People memed on Shadow the Hedgehog just because, you know, oh, he's got a gun. It's like he's such an edgelord, and people made fun of it. And yeah, sure, it deserves that, but it was still a cool fucking game. I still thought it was fucking awesome. I thought it was great fan service for Sonic Adventure 2 fans. Story-wise, anyway, even though the gameplay was totally different. Story-wise, I felt like it was great fan service, expanding on the Shadow's backstory and everything. I love that it finally got a sequel after so long with Shadow X Sonic Generations. All right, here we go again. Well, it's still like another minute, but. Oh god, I almost dropped my controller. Alright, I'm good. The final boss is literally just plays the main theme of the game. So then this is after. That's why I just kind of skipped to the finale, it's called. Cutscene finale. Or event finale, it's called. After you defeat the final boss. You know what sucks about that final boss is there's a big story revelation that can happen in it, but only if you prolong the boss fight for a while. How do I summarize this? I mean, when they find Shadow in Sonic Heroes, which takes place before this, obviously, it's kind of implied that he might just be a clone and he's not the original that, like, you know, died at the end of Sonic Adventure 2. But the fact, I mean, a big giveaway that it's actually the original is just the fact that you find them in a capsule completely separate from all the other ones in a hidden underground base that's totally separate from everything else that Eggman owns. In like a hidden island somewhere. Rouge finds him there. I mean, that's a dead giveaway that that's actually he's the real one and not just another one of the clones and all the other capsules that are right next to each other, you know, like robots or whatever. But Eggman confirms it during the final boss of this game. If you prolong it enough, you'll hear the dialogue because he talks to him over the radio while you're fighting. If you kill the boss too fast, you won't hear it though. That's the problem with it. That's something I think they fucked up. Like, if you're too good at the game and you defeat the final boss too fast, you will not hear Eggman say that. And then you'll never fucking know. I think it's pretty annoying because it's also a pretty big challenge to prolong the fight without actually dying because, as you know, with Super Sonic and Super Shadow, they run on rings. And you start with 50 rings, and you can collect more, but they get less and less as the fight goes on. And you have to keep yourself from running out of rings or else you die. If you get to 0, you die, right? So you have to somehow not run out of rings while delaying killing the final boss. Which is very annoying, but that's what you have to do if you want to hear that dialogue. Eggman will eventually tell him, he says, look, you're our last hope. We might not make it, we might all die if you fail, or even if you don't fail, but if you don't kill him fast enough, we're all gonna die. Because of the poison gas spreading across the planet that's gonna kill us instantly. So in case, like, this is Eggman talking, and I'm paraphrasing, but he basically says, like, in case I die and I don't make it, I want you to know. I want to know that I at least told you the truth before I go, basically. Like, he wants his final words to Shadow being like, the truth is you are the real one, you're not a clone like you might be suspecting since, you know, whatever. He says, I know I was being an asshole not telling you before, but that's just because, you know, I'm an asshole or whatever, but, like, I want to come clean before I die if I don't make it. And he straight up tells him, he says, you're the real one, I found you. He even goes into detail about how he found him after the events of Sonic Adventure 2, how he found him and rescued him and put him in that stasis capsule that he's found at the beginning of Sonic Heroes. But again, you don't get to hear any of this unless you prolong the fight like a ridiculously long time without dying, because the dialogue completely resets if you die and start over. It's very annoying. I don't think I've ever heard the full dialogue to this point, to this day, because it gets ridiculously hard to prolong it like that. You start to run out of rings. Eventually, you just die. With any luck, though, maybe somebody's taken the audio track of that game out so we can just hear it. Maybe you can find it somewhere. You can just hear that dialogue without having to actually play the game and do that. Like, or maybe somebody transcribed it. Probably floating out there somewhere, you know. Now, this credits theme only plays when you complete the actual true ending. This is the actual, like, ultimate finale credits theme. It's called Never Turn Back. Good track. That's it. This next little segment is just the Crush 40 themes back to back. But that's pretty much it for the video game soundtracks. No more stage music is what I'm saying. It's all just Crush 40 music. Open Your Heart, Live and Learn, Sonic Heroes, What I'm Made Of. Final boss music for Sonic Heroes. I'm All of Me, that's Shadow the Hedgehog's theme. All Hail Shadow, Never Turn Back Again, the one we just heard. And then for the games I didn't play for years because I just kind of fell off of the Sonic franchise after Shadow. His World, which is for Sonic 06, which I played for like 2 hours and said never again. 7 Rings in Hand, which is for Sonic and the Secret Rings, never touched it. I have it, but I never opened it. Night of the Wind, sequel to that game. Haven't played it either, but I have it. I think I'll probably watch those on YouTube, but I mentioned that before. And that's it. We won't hear most of those tracks till next stream because we're already near the end of this one, but at least you know what to expect. And then I'll change the playlist up with something else again. Or like I'll change to a different playlist basically. Something not Sonic related. I've already had it lined up since the anniversary event. I thought we would get to it, but the anniversary event kind of flew by. Faster than I thought. This is a long-ass playlist. I'm not sure if these tracks are remastered or if they're just well, kind of the same thing if you re-record it, right? A little bit. Especially if you don't change anything. pick that up. I think the last 2 kills here and then we're out. Roar and stuff. I love that part of the song. Yeah, last one. Because I'm hanging on the edge of tomorrow. I gotta go to sleep. Got his ass. He didn't even get up. What? That was an accidental. What? But it actually kind of went with the dragon, like in disbelief, being in disbelief that I killed him that quickly. I don't know. It kind of worked. All right. Because the dragon did its little death animation, and it was right at the part where it like roars as it dies. Right when I went, what? I saw that shit. It was just, oh god. Anyway, all right, folks. That's it for me for now. Thank you all very much for watching. Let me adjust the volume on this. There we go. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I appreciate the support across Twitch, YouTube, and then whatever other website or platform you find me on. Thank you very much. There it is. As always, please stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Don't die. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, good night. I will see you all then. Peace.
Son of a bitch.